Welcome. Today's report begins with an analysis of combat operations in complex wooded terrain. Green zones are traditionally considered difficult sectors for reconnaissance, as trees and dense shrubbery create a natural visual barrier. However, we see how FPV drone operators effectively neutralize this protection. The high maneuverability of the apparatuses allows pilots to fly intricately directly under tree canopies and maneuver between trunks, pursuing targets. Manpower engagement occurs with precision, even when the adversary attempts to use the forest terrain for camouflage. The footage confirms that in modern conditions, a dense forest ceases to be a reliable blind spot. The combination of piloting skills and technology allows for detecting and incapacitating threats deep within the forest, turning former cover into a zone of total control. Next, the operational focus shifts to open field areas. Here, the tactical advantage lies entirely with aerial reconnaissance. The absence of vertical cover and trees makes any movement of manpower critically dangerous. We observe a series of dynamic interceptions where infantry attempts to flee or hide in low grass prove futile against the speed of FPV systems. This block concludes with a transition to operations against recessed targets, forest trenches. This requires a different approach. Instead of a chase, the operator executes a precise guidance of the apparatus into the narrow trench profile. Even a complex system of earthen fortifications amidst trees provides no protection, leading to the guaranteed incapacitation of personnel. The following extended block demonstrates large-scale operations against manpower. We see an intensive series of strikes in radically different tactical conditions, from completely open steppe areas to complex ruined buildings and dense tree lines. Operators instantly adapt their approach tactics depending on the terrain, leaving infantry no opportunity to use ground folds or ruins as reliable cover. Next, the focus shifts to light logistics. The destruction of motorcycles and automotive transport blocks resource delivery and critically limits the maneuverability of forward groups on their routes. The episode concludes with a high-tech duel in the sky counter-drone warfare. We see unique footage of intercepting aerial targets of all classes, from strike FPVs and observation Mavics to high-speed fixed-wing reconnaissance aircraft. This is a demonstration of top-class piloting and the struggle for absolute dominance in the airspace. This episode documents a systematic approach to the attrition of enemy manpower in engineered positions. We observe a wide combination of tactics, from lightning-fast pinpoint FPV drone strikes to methodical drops of munitions directly into trenches and covered slits. A key feature of the footage is the regular alternation of daytime clips with night operations. The use of high-sensitivity thermal imaging cameras effectively nullifies the factor of concealment during hours of darkness. On the high-contrast image, operators clearly fix heat silhouettes near shelter entrances or during attempts at covert movement. This combination of day and night attacks creates an effect of total pressure. The adversary is deprived of the physical ability to safely conduct rotation, evacuation, or simply recover strength. The systematic destruction of shelters forces personnel to leave protected positions, where they again become vulnerable to aerial reconnaissance. This is a clear demonstration of a strategy to completely suppress any activity within the sector. This extended fragment documents the systematic, sequential incapacitation of a wide spectrum of enemy military assets. Work begins with the striking of an armored fighting vehicle, AFV, which instantly reduces the unit's defensive potential in this sector. Next, the priority shifts to the high-tech component. A drone control point is detected and eliminated. This is a critical success that deprives the adversary of situational awareness. The target list continues with artillery. Operators precisely strike a D-30 howitzer at a firing position. Immediately following this is the interception of high-speed logistics in the form of a motorcycle and the neutralization of a heavy tank, halting assault intentions. The struggle for the radio-electronic space deserves special attention. The destruction of a control antenna effectively blinds enemy crews. The culmination of the block is a precise strike on a field fuel and lubricant depot. The detonation of fuel reserves paralyzes equipment in the sector. The episode concludes with the methodical clearing of shelters and manpower. This extended segment is dedicated exclusively to the analysis of night bombings using modern thermal imaging systems. We observe how the technological advantage in optics completely changes the paradigm of combat operations during hours of darkness. On the high-contrast image, operators clearly identify manpower heat signatures. Even at a significant distance or when attempting to freeze in place, body heat unmasks servicemen against the background of the cooled nocturnal landscape. We see a series of methodical drops on infantry that mistakenly counted on darkness as cover for movement. Next, the focus shifts to engineering shelters. Thermal imaging allows for the detection of even carefully camouflaged dugouts by non-obvious signs. Warm air escaping through entrances or ventilation glows on the screen like a bright marker. Heavy drones hover over these points, correct for wind, and deliver surgically precise vertical strikes, destroying protective overhead covers. This methodology creates conditions of continuous, exhausting pressure. The adversary is deprived of the basic physical ability to safely rest, warm up, or conduct rotations. This is a clear demonstration that darkness no longer functions as camouflage, but on the contrary, highlights target vulnerability for the operators. The final footage captures the methodical destruction of engineering structures in the dark. Thermal imagers clearly detect camouflaged dugouts by heat leakage, allowing operators to turn defensive positions into vulnerable targets. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.